Hello students, Miss Rose here. I'm going to go over another focus area. This focus area is about solving word problems on linear equations and linear inequities. And so let's try it out. The very first objective in this focus area is about equations. So I thought we'd try some. Here are the equations. Okay. I know there's several here, but once we set them up, you'll be able to solve them very easily. So the first one says a skating rink charges 75 cents to rent skates and $1.25 per hour to skate. How many hours did Penny skate if she was charged $4.50? So let's set up the equation, okay? We know that a line has this equation. The y equals mx plus b, okay? And in this type of word problem, the b is frequently the one-time fixed fee. Here, it's to rent the skate, okay? That's going to be your b. But your m is something that is per hour, per minute, per second, per something. That's usually your m, okay? Because depending upon the number of hours you skate, you have to multiply that by m. So if I were to set up this equation, I would say y equals 1.25 x plus 0.75. This is the cost of the skate, renting the skates. Now we know that she was charged $4.50. So now we're trying to solve for how many hours did she skate. So let's do 475 was her total. 450, I'm sorry. And that's going to be equal to the 125 x plus, let me put the x in there, plus 0.75. Okay. Now you need to subtract 0.75 from both sides, right? So that it goes away on this side, right? And on this side, you're going to be left with $3.75 equals 125x. And then you're going to divide both sides by 125, okay? And when you divide both sides by 125, the answer you get is 3. Okay, so you're going to divide both sides by 125, and you're going to get that x equals 3, that she was skating for 3 hours. You can check that. Okay, let's look at the next problem. Mr. Wilson wants to park his car in a parking garage that charges $3 per hour. There's our per. This is going to tell us that this is our m value, our slope, along with a flat fee of $6 just to get into the garage. If Mr. Wilson paid $54 to park in the garage, how many hours did he park there? So again, we're going to set up this equation. Y is going to be equal to $3 per hour plus a one-time $6 flat fee. And we know that he paid $54, so that now we're going to be able to figure out how many hours did he actually park there. Now we're going to move on to just simply isolating the x value. To do that, we subtract 6 from both sides. This becomes 0. If we subtract 6 from this side, this becomes 48 equals 3x. And then at this point, in order to get x by itself, we need to divide by 3. And 48 divided by 3, if you use your calculator, will come out to 16. Okay? So we know that he was parking there, oopsie daisy, for 16 hours. Okay? I'm just going to erase this to give us plenty of room. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Mostly want to just erase this stuff. Okay. Uh-oh, don't want to do that either. So we'll leave the 3 there. Let's read this problem. This problem says a plumber fixed a leaky sink and charged $55 for parts. Ah! This is not going well. $55 for parts and $45 per hour for labor. If the total bill was $190, how many hours did the plumber spend fixing the sink? Okay, so let's bring this up here. The total cost was $190. And we know that it cost, we know our M, our per, was $45 an hour. Every hour is $45, okay? And then the parts, which are one time, once you buy the parts, you don't need to keep buying the parts every hour, were $55, okay? The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna subtract the 55 to isolate our X value. This is gonna just go away, okay? If we do that on that side of the equation, we need to do that on this side of the equation. And so this is gonna leave us with 135, okay? Equals 45X. And what we need to do here is now divide by 45. And so the answer comes out to be, does anybody know? This will go away and leave us with just X. And this answer will be X equals 3 hours. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about that? I think you're seeing a pattern emerge in a lot of these problems where they're very, very similar. We know how to set up the equation, and if we know some algebra, we know how to solve it. Let's go on to this problem here. A mountain climber begins climbing from a camp of 2,000 feet above sea levels. That's where they start. She climbs 150 feet higher every hour. Oops-a-daisy. 150 feet per hour. How many hours would she take to climb to this many? 3,650 feet. So we're going to start here. Here's 3,650 feet. This is where she wants to go. And we know that she can climb 150 feet an hour per hour, and that she's starting already at 2,000, excuse me. So she's already at 2,000 feet, okay? So let's subtract the 2,000, get rid of this. This is going to go away. This is going to be 0 on this side. This over here now, this 2,000 is going to bring the number of feet she needs to climb to 1,650. And we need to divide that. Well, first let's set up our equation. 150x. In order to isolate x, we need to divide by 150. And also this side by 150, because what we do to one side, we must do to the other. This is going to be taken off. And we're going to get x is equal to, and we're going to use our calculator and be able to figure that out. 11. So it will take her 11 hours to climb from 2,000 feet all the way up to 3,650. Okay? Last problem like this, so we're just going to get rid of all this, is about a trip to the museum. Very fun. Let's do that. It says the museum calculates the rate for groups by charging $4 per person. So there's our slope, our M value, and a one-time $8 fee. If the cost for a group is 60, how many people are in the group? Well, again, let's set up our equation. The cost is 60, and we know that the cost is $4 per person and an $8 one-time fee per group. To solve this, we do exactly what we have been doing. We remove this to isolate x. Here we're going to do the same over here. 60 minus 8 is 52. And 52 equals 4x. Now to solve for x, to see the number of people in this group, we have to go ahead and divide by 4. And so the number of people will be 52 divided by 4 is 13. Okay? 13 people are in the group. Now it goes without saying that the way to check these is to go to our original equation and plug in 13. 60 should equal $4 times 13 people plus a one-time $8 fee. And of course, 60 equals 4 times 13 is our 52 plus 8 is of course 60. So there we have it. 60 equals 60. All right, guys, I'm going to be making another video for the second objective. This is solving equation and inequities or inequalities in word problems. These are all word problems, which tend to be a little tricky for kids, but they're very repetitive. Once you know how to do one, you know how to do them. The next ones are inequality with greater than or less than. So stay tuned for the next video. Bye, everybody.